Whatever.
We all know that to keep our planet healthy, we should reduce, reuse, and recycle. But some artists do more than that with the way they reuse objects that they find. This is artist Betty Saar. She grew up in Los Angeles, California, and went to art school there. She was inspired by an exhibition of the work of Joseph Cornell, who used found objects in his work. So she began using objects and pictures that she found in her own work. Betty Saar started her art career during a period where African Americans were struggling to receive equal treatment and rights in the United States. She was concerned about the disrespectful way African Americans were portrayed in advertising in American history. She began to collect these racist images and use them in her art to help empower African Americans in their quest for equality. Later, she began to include objects and symbols from her African heritage in her own artwork. Ella Natsui is an artist from Ghana who now lives in Nigeria. He recycles bottle caps and other scraps of metal to make large curtain-like sculptures. While this material is shiny and colorful, that is not the only reason he uses it. Like Betty Saar, Ella Natsui is interested in the history of his African culture. There was a period of time when Africans were kidnapped by slave traders and taken to the Americas to work in the sugarcane fields. Some of the sugar was turned into liquor, which was sold in England. Because there was a large demand for this drink, more slaves were needed. Ella Natsui uses the bottle caps in his artwork to make the connection between the desire for liquor and the enslavement of many African people. Born in Beijing, Chinese artist Song Dong's family lived through a difficult period in Chinese history, where many people struggled to make ends meet. In one of his most famous artworks, titled Waste Not, Song Dong displayed over 10,000 items that his mother had kept over the years. She had kept these items to reuse in case she would ever become poor again. Song Dong arranged these old items to make a powerful statement about poverty and the way that humans create waste. Song Dong also made an edible city out of food, which he called Eating the City, to protest how sometimes we destroy historical buildings to make way for modern ones. Indian artist Subodh Gupta uses the inexpensive pots and pans and tiffins, which are used by people throughout India in their daily lives. There are many people in India who make their living cooking and delivering food to workers every day. Gupta arranges these everyday objects into sculptures, which reflect India's culture, religion, and sometimes its problems. Artists are sometimes activists, and they fight for causes they believe in with their art. An artist who calls herself Marina Debris uses garbage collected from the ocean to make dresses and sculpture. She is known as an eco-artist. She often works with environmental groups to clean beaches and uses the collected trash to make her artwork. Another word for trash is debris, hence her name, Marina Debris, is a play on words which highlights what the purpose of her art is about. These 5 artists take the things we throw away and, using their talent, make treasure from it.